The Switch has now turned 2 years old. Yes, as of March 3rd, 2019, the Switch is now 2 years old, and yes, this video is going to go over my entire physical game collection. The Switch has been a pretty polarizing video game system, revolutionary in many ways, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, but I don't think anyone can negate the impact it's had on the video game industry and gamers in general. The system has really reinvigorated the industry in many ways. Millions of people are jumping back into gaming that have kind of fallen off the wagon over the last couple generations. It's been a wild ride so far, and yeah. So I'm going to go over my 44 physical games that I have here on Nintendo Switch. I will have videos later, as you can see behind the stack of games here, going over different accessories for Nintendo Switch, some of the best ones, my suggestions, and I will have another video as well going over all of my games on my Nintendo Switch. Let's just jump into this physical game collection for Nintendo Switch after 2 years. First game, in alphabetical order, ARMS. So this is one of the brand new IPs coming from Nintendo for this generation, and I had a lot of fun with this. I really love the battle mechanics. The character designs are great. It didn't really have the legs that a lot of people wanted it to, but it's always a lot of fun to jump back into this game. It's definitely a worthwhile purchase, especially at a reduced price somewhere. So it's definitely a good game, and I appreciate it. I do wish they kind of pushed a little more content in it, though. This is the Banner Saga trilogy. I was waiting for this trilogy to come out for a long time. I kept seeing that they were releasing individual games on the eShop, and I finally had the chance to pick it up physically. Haven't had a chance to play it yet, though, but I've heard a lot of great things about this. Battle Chasers Night War. This is my most recent purchase I got. I found it for $19.99 Canadian, so that'd be about 15 bucks US. And yeah, I've been looking forward to getting this game for a long time now. I've heard a lot of great things, so looking forward to play that. Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. So yes, this is one of the limited run games. I've been jumping into limited run games as of 2018, and this is one of the last ones I've received. I heard amazing things about this game, and I've been looking forward to playing it. Again, just haven't had the chance to play it yet. Again, as you guys know, I have a ton of Switch games, just haven't had the chance to play all of them yet. Here is Broken Age. Broken Age is a fantastic adventure game coming from Tim Schafer. I played a little bit of this on Steam, but I've been looking forward to playing it through and completely on Switch. Again, just the portable nature makes it so much easier to go sit through and play. Next I have The Blob and The Blob 2, coming from THQ Nordic, which has a lot of awesome games on the Switch, actually. They're bringing a lot of games. The Blob I loved on the Wii. It was one of the most creative, unique platformers that came out of that generation. And The Blob 2 was also great. I never actually completed The Blob 2, so I was looking forward to having them. And just, I'm a huge fan of this series, so I had to get both of the games. And they're at discounted prices too, which is great. They're not like a lot of the Nintendo games where they release them for 60 bucks. Next here is Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. Haven't had the chance to play this game yet either. Got this for Christmas, and I'm just definitely looking forward to jumping in. Want to check out this cool Ganondorf armor. Next game is Doom. One of the best shooters I've ever played, and I can't wait to jump in Doom Eternal when it comes on Switch as well. I love having this portably. You can play it arcade-wise, just jump in, jump out. It's a really amazing game, and I could see why a lot of people were saying this was in the Game of the Year category for when it came out on PS4 and Xbox One. Fantastic game. The next game, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. This game is fantastic. I really love the game. After I played it for the first time after playing Breath of the Wild, I think it kind of lost a little bit of its luster there, but I still really enjoyed this. Had a lot of fun. It includes all the DLC. It's a massive game, and yeah, it's definitely worth a try. I'm pretty sure you can pick this. It came up on every single system out there, but having this portably, a game of this size, is truly beneficial, and I think is one of the reasons why you might want to reach out for the Switch version more than any other version out there. Next game, Fire Emblem Warriors. Got this for Christmas another year. Again, haven't had the time to play this one yet. A lot of these games that I have here from Nintendo are the big ones. I just know that I'm looking forward to playing them, and I end up just pushing them off in favor of playing other downloadable games and indie games and stuff like that. So this is another one in the backlog, ready to play very shortly. Probably going to play this in advance of Fire Emblem Three Houses coming to Switch, so looking forward to this. Next game, Flint Hook, another limited run game. I've heard a lot of great things about this amazing roguelite, apparently. I haven't played it yet. We'll be playing it shortly. Fury, have this on PS4 as well. Really, really great beat 'em up game, and looking forward to playing it through on the Switch. Never actually beat it on the PS4. Golf Story. Yeah, obviously, I've been waiting for this game to come out physically for a long time, and I was really happy to hear that Limited Run Games was going to be the publisher for it. Yeah, heard amazing things. Apparently, one of the best indie games on the Switch. It's gonna have to beat out SteamWorld Dig 2 and a few others for me, but yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into that one as well. Next, Has Been Heroes. I really actually enjoyed Has Been Heroes. It is definitely not for everybody though. The game is extremely hard. It's unforgiving, and it takes a long time to get used to. And when you're not really progressing for that long in order for you to get used to the game, it really kind of deters a lot of people from playing it. I feel like it got a little bit of an unfair shake, but the developers should have improved some of those aspects in the game. Another limited run, Kingdom New Lands. I've heard a lot of good things about the Kingdom games. I believe there's one called Two Crowns on Switch now as well, so this is one I'm definitely looking at jumping into soon. Octopath Traveler, haven't beat this one yet, but I have started and played through, picked up a few different Travelers so far. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to finishing through the game. I am kind of disappointed that it doesn't have a more connecting story with everybody. That's kind of what was most exciting for me about them having 8 characters like that, but anyway, it's obviously one of the best RPGs on the Switch. LA Noire. This is probably my favorite Rockstar game out there. Although I am playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and it's really good, but LA Noire, when I first played it on Steam, I don't even know how long ago now, like 5 years ago or something. It was amazing. I really, really loved LA Noire. It was incredible, and yeah, so being able to get it on Switch and for pretty cheap too, being able to play this anywhere, can't wait. Really love LA Noire. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the main reason a lot of people bought the Switch, fantastic game. One of the best games I've ever played. Probably my favorite Zelda, either this or Wind Waker. It's right up there. It's going to have to take a little bit of time again for me to really look back and think, okay, what are my favorite Zelda games now? But yeah, this is revolutionary. It was amazing. Little Dragon's Cafe. I'm a big fan of like Harvest Moon and Rune Factory games and stuff like that. So when I heard that they have a new game like this called Little Dragon's Cafe, I was looking forward to it. Not as good as I was hoping it to be, but it is definitely very cute and has some cool aspects to it. Still have to play through a little bit more of it, but it's a fun game for sure. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, one of the best new IPs for Nintendo Switch for sure. This is a fantastic strategy game, people. This is a must-buy. Go buy it. Trust me, this game is fantastic. Mario Tennis Aces, really enjoyed this. The actual tennis gameplay aspect of this is by far the best Mario Tennis game out there. The online works really well. I love that you can choose the pings that your opponents have so you don't have lag issues. It's definitely a fun game. I think it got an unfair shake by a lot of people because they're asking for something that they don't even know what they want, but because this doesn't have what they don't want, then what they don't know they want, it just doesn't seem to click with as many people as it should. It's definitely a great Mario Tennis game. Mercenary Kings Reloaded Edition, again, limited run games. I stopped getting every single limited run game after like 10 or 12 of them because they started releasing a lot that I already owned. I didn't own this one, but I didn't really have too much interest in this, but I will play it. Usually limited run has a pretty good set of games when they choose it. Night Trap, this is definitely one I got to play through very soon. Really looking forward to this. Heard a lot of great things, and just look at that cover art. That's amazing. Okami, Japanese version. I don't believe Okami came out physically in North America or anything, but I did find this imported in one of the local game shops in Canada here. But I did go to Japan late last year, and I found some of them there for even cheaper. I should have just waited and got it there. I wasn't sure I was going to Japan, so I guess I couldn't have made that decision. But Okami is one of my favorite games of all time, so this was a absolute must-buy. Oxenfree. I have this game already on the eShop. I got it on a very cheap sale, but then I also got it at Limited Run Games. Really cool holographic cover art, and yeah, definitely looking forward to playing it. I've heard amazing things about it. Poi Explorer Edition. This is a decent third-person platformer, similar to Mario 64 and the like. It was pretty cheap, and it was a pretty decent game, so not that bad at all. Resident Evil Revelations Collection. This comes with Resident Evil Revelations on a cart, and then Resident Evil Revelations 2 download. Played through the first one again. I played it on 3DS first. Really enjoyed the game. Still have to play RE Revelations 2. Saturday Morning RPG. Heard a lot of great things about this game as well. Yeah, definitely looking forward to jumping into it. Slime Son, one of the best I guess, precision platformers on the Switch right now. A lot of fun. You guys definitely have to take a look at that game. It's really good, especially if you like Super Meat Boy and games like that. Forces, actually a decent Sonic game. It's getting shit on more than it deserves, but it's still just kind of mediocrity a little bit on Sonic Team's part. It could be so much better than what it is, but what it is still a decent game. Splatoon 2, fantastic shooter, man. Like, Splatoon has just taken off in such a fantastic series, and looking forward to Splatoon 3 for sure. Starlink Battle for Atlas, really, really love this game. It's unfortunate how many people just kind of ignore Starlink and don't really pay attention to the game at all. They just think, oh, Star Fox is in it, that's cool. The actual game itself is actually really good. There's a reason why it was released with just a little bit of Star Fox content and released without it on other systems. It's a good game, just in general, and people got to stop just ignoring it because they just think, oh, well, just make a Star Fox game. It's not how it should be. It's a really good game. Awesome game. In fact, I actually have a bunch of Starlink figures and stuff, but I'll go over those in my Nintendo Switch accessories video. Next is Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, fantastic game. Really, really love Super Mario Odyssey. It's unfortunate it came out in the same year as Breath of the Wild. I feel like it would have got a lot more Game of the Year buzz than it did. Really great game. The first Super Mario 3D game that I've actually 100%ed. I really love this game. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, I've been playing through this. Wanted to beat every single character's classic mode. Going through the adventure mode. It's super long. Probably the best adventure mode gameplay-wise yet. I think it's really creative. I love the world that you kind of go around in. A lot of the crazy different scenarios that they put you in. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely a really great Super Smash Bros. Game. Taiko no Tatsuen, Drum and Fun. I got this in Japan when I was there late last year, and including that, I also got the drum, the actual taiko drum, which is pretty amazing. It's a lot of fun to actually play. I played a lot of it when I was actually in Japan in arcades and stuff like that, where you'd actually just go up to those huge machines and actually play it like that. This one doesn't work as well as the actual machine. There's a little bit of glitchiness with it, but this does work a lot of, and it is a lot more fun when you're actually playing it on a drum, rather than just kind of shaking a Joy-Con in time with it and stuff like that. It's a worthwhile investment. I think is one of the coolest little things in my collection here on Nintendo Switch, so that's definitely a lot of fun. The End is Nigh is from the creator of Super Meat Boy, and yeah, this is definitely a really good game as well. Again, if you're a fan of the Super Meat Boy type precision platformers, this is definitely one you should take a look at. Next is Thimbleweed Park. I've heard amazing things. This is in like some people's top 10 lists and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a game I definitely have to jump into soon again. Again, a lot of these games, they get kind of put into the pile, and I just have so much in my backlog that I just don't have the chance to jump into them. Next here is Thumper. I have this digitally again. I got it on sale, and then I got this here limited run. Heard a lot of great things about this. I actually played the VR version on my PSVR, the demo of it, so I want to try it out on Switch too. Next game, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. I actually really do enjoy this game. It is disappointing that they didn't just go in and put a little bit more money into it. It seems like they had the backing of Nintendo, so I just don't see why they couldn't have voiced Travis throughout the whole thing. I think the gameplay is the best out of the No More Heroes series, but again, like, they kind of did the game a disservice by not pushing it a little bit more. Like, I understand they wanted to do the whole indie feel, but they could have pushed it more. There are indies out there doing some amazing production value stuff, and this one just kind of lets that down a little bit. Next game, Troll and I. I've made a tweet about it if you guys want to follow me at Wizrad, but this is not as bad as people say it is. It's not the worst Switch game. It's not that bad at all, actually. I did have a game-breaking bug, so that makes, doesn't sound good at all, but the actual game itself, the stealth section, some of the action and stuff like that is actually pretty decent and sort of interesting. I didn't mind it, especially for a cheap game like that, so just not great. Next game actually is Ukulele. Yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this game for a long time, so I was waiting for it physically on Switch, and it finally came out, courtesy of Limited Run, and yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Never actually played Banjo-Kazooie growing up, so would love to grab all the other ones. I think there's a Bayonetta steel bookcase, and there might be a few others, so I want to take a look at those. Maybe I can get them off eBay. So there it is, guys. There's my Nintendo Switch physical game collection as of 2 years since its release. The Switch, again, has been something special. It's been one of my favorite systems ever made, for sure, if not just because of the portability factor and its versatility. It can be used in so many different ways. It has all these accessories that you can build up on it, and it has just a lot of fantastic games released on it. So yeah, it's been a wild ride so far, and looking forward to doing a updated 3-year Switch game collection video as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure you stay tuned for my accessories video coming out soon after, as well as my full game collection video of the Switch, which totals up to almost 300 games. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for that, and I will see you all next time.